Hello, and welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to be reviewing DJ Jeremyray's new Halloween EP, Halloween Grieves. So there are, I believe, 8 tracks on this, and I'm going to be going through them track by track and sharing my thoughts of them, giving a rating for each one, and then sharing my overall thoughts and an overall score. So let's do it. The first track is called Jeremyray's Warning. Sorry, I can't speak today. Jeremyray's Warning. So this is a spoken word song, and it explains what the album is about, like a horrorcore kind of storytelling album. And I'm not going to rate this one because it's just like a prequel to the album, just explaining what it's about. And you can't really give that a score because it's difficult to determine, and evaluate that because it's just somebody's expression of what the album's about. Or EP. So yeah. The next song we have is called The Ball Game, and it starts with an intro of a baseball game song, and take me out to the ball game, and go into a baseball game, but then it fades, and it's creepy and stuff. And I'm not even gonna lie with you, it's a bit unclear what he's talking about, but he has a good flow, so I can always appreciate that. And there's a skit in the middle of the song about, I believe, his girlfriend being kidnapped, and for me it just carries on for a bit too long, and it gets a bit annoying. And then there's this robot on the phone, and he's pleading with the robot to let his girlfriend go, and then somehow he gets shot through the phone, so it's a bit confusing. So the song starts off well, but it ends really confusing. So I gave the song a 4 out of 10. And then we have the song Alex Part 1. And this opens with a skit of him waking up from being shot. And my main issue with the robot voice that is prevalent in so many of these songs is that it's extremely difficult to understand what it's saying because it's quiet and it's muffled and the voice is strange. So the skit overall is confusing and it's unclear what the message he's trying to convey is. And then later throughout the song, you can, when he starts rapping, you can understand that, okay, he's become a demon after he got shot, and that's the most of the story I can understand from that. And then the beat for this song is way too soft, it's almost unhearable, which isn't that much of a problem because his rapping is actually good, but you have to be able to hear the beat pretty decently, so that's kind of a problem. And then once again, the song is pretty confusing. I didn't really know what was happening other than the fact that he was a demon after being shot through the phone. And his flow is still good throughout the song, which is something that I have an issue with a lot of rappers for, so I credit him for keeping his flow throughout the song. It seems like he's trying to storytell, but it's really difficult to understand what the story is because he's not really conveying it intelligently. And then there's an ending skit, and it's impossible to discern what's happening because of his lack of change in voice between the characters, so it's just really unintelligible. And then we have the song Alex Part 2, and it starts with the robot again, and I'm not even gonna lie, once again, it's confusing what's happening, and the whole song is very confusing. This whole album is kind of confusing. The flow is still on beat, and it's catchy, I quite like it, and the story takes many different turns, all of a sudden new things are popping up out of nowhere, and it's just all at once, everything's coming at you, and it's just weird. The ending skit is once again difficult to understand, but it seems to be a crime scene. Someone calls 911, he gets shot, stabbed, dies, whatever. I give the song a 4 out of 10. And then we have War on the Bloodlursts. I'm not really sure what a bloodlust is. Maybe I spelled it wrong and it's bloodlust, but I still don't know what that is, so. The start is confusing once again. I really, really like his flow throughout the song. It's gotta be my favorite flow that he has. But I still can't follow the story. And because I can't follow the story, I couldn't really write down many notes because I can't really write much about the content of the song, only the way that he's delivering it, and the way he's delivering it is not that great. And then at the end of the song, it's like a cry for help. That's my presumption and assumption. Just seems like a cry for help. And I also gave this song a 4 out of 10. Second to last, we have a song called Almost Human, and we have the robot voice at the beginning once again, but I'm completely lost in the story at this point, and I didn't really know what was happening. And I'm gonna say that the only thing that has been consistent in this EP has, well, obviously apart from the confusion, has been his consistent flow. That's been pretty good, and so I've liked it, and it's been good. But I give the song a 4 out of 10. And then finally we have the title track, and it has good bars and a good beat, probably one of my favorite beats from the EP. The story at this point is gone. I was already not really focusing on it because I would have to replay the album or EP a couple of times, but I was just lost. And the only thing I got was that the ending of the song was like a skit of him saying that this whole EP was a dream, and it didn't actually happen. So I give the song 4 out of 10. And then the last song is called Jeremyray's Goodbyes, and it ends the same way that we started this EP, with spoken word talking, so I won't rate it, but he's basically asking the listener to contemplate what they have heard throughout this album, or EP, whatever. It doesn't really matter. So yeah, here are my overall thoughts. I really wish Jeremy would have done a better job conveying the storyline of the EP, because I think then it could have been a really decent one. However, he didn't, so I'm left with this. This was actually the first time that I've rated every single song the same, 4 out of 10. So that's my rating of 4 out of 10. He has good flows throughout the whole thing and good bars, but without the story, it leaves a lot to be desired. So yeah, 4 out of 10. Thank you guys so much for watching this review. Obviously, the link to the EP will be in the description, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.